So we told RP that we had to look into it and get back to him. RP says, in the meantime, you called him saying that you talked to the ex-boyfriend and that he had given the female dog away and wasn't really clear on the male. I'm not disputing any of this. I'm just telling you what reports are telling us. The Humane Society, we called RP back on the same day, which is still August 26th, telling RP he needs to come and pick up the dog as the guardian. Okay? At that point, he agreed to pick up the dog.
Okay.
Okay? RP calls me later on, directly, and tells me I'm in a bind. I cannot pick up this dog. I have nowhere to put it. I can't keep this dog. I have no way of getting in touch with the owner. What do I do? And I said, do you have somebody that can come get the dog on your behalf? What can you, there's nobody. I cannot do it. Okay? On the 27th, our staff calls RP and leaves a voicemail to contact or come in to claim the dog. Robert calls back and confirms that he was going to pick up the dog before closing on the 28th of August. Okay, he agrees to pick up the dog. On the end of the business day of 28th, RP no one came in to claim the dog. RP, no one. Okay. He then calls me again and tells me he's unable to care for the dog or pick up the dog. The dog now has been here 11 days at this point. Okay? 13 days, and this is where it's going to get upsetting, 13 days from the day Rex came in, the dog was adopted. Okay? That was on August 30th.
Okay.
On August 31st, your ex came in.
So he was adopted, what is it, August 30? And
30th.
the next day
30th.
my ex comes?
Yes. Okay? Your ex comes in to claim the dog. Okay? We advised your ex that because the owner has not contacted us, okay, and he does not have proof of guardianship, nor does he have any proof that he has contacted you and you've given him consent to take the dog, we did not release any information. Now, mind you, we have all the notes from RP saying don't give it to this guy. Okay? The dog is adopted already anyway, but we don't release the information. Okay? On November 1st, 2010, we have a report that you called in, a loss report to us. Okay? On November 22nd, 97 days later from the first interaction of our dog, of Rex coming to our facility, you came into the Humane Society on November 22nd to make a loss report and demanding your dog back. Okay? My staff member contacts the adopter and places a request to return the dog to you. Okay? The adopter states that she needs to discuss it with her husband because the dog has now been with her for a very long time. Okay? From August 30th until November 22nd.
Wait, that's 2 months or 3 months?
Almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months.
Okay.
So then the adopter then decides not to return the dog to you. Okay? That was on November 22nd, 2010. December 9th, 2010, you and your current, and this is again reports, so forgive me if the relationships are wrong, you and your current boyfriend, FP.
No, that's a friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't want to get in trouble.
I don't want to.
Okay. Your current friend, FP, requested a letter be forwarded to the adopter explaining the situation and to ask the adopter to reconsider. That's when you talk to my humane investigator, right? And our investigator, at my direction, contacts the adopter and asks if they would be willing to accept a letter from you. That's what I did, right? I said, As long as the adopter agrees to accept the letter, I'm fine with it. We did not read the letter. It was a sealed envelope. We simply forwarded
No,
through.
it wasn't sealed.
Okay.
I brought it open.
Okay.
And we showed it to you, it's open.
I did not read I'm just telling you,
Okay.
whether you believe me or not, I did not read the letter. Okay? We just simply forwarded it on.
Okay.
So the adopter agrees to read the letter, and the letter was mailed on December 10th, which is the next day. Okay? This all happened on December 9th, 2010. You requested the letter be sent. We agreed. We got in contact with the adopter. We sent the letter the next day. Okay? The adopter did not change their mind. They did not want to return the dog. On January 2nd, 2011, you came in requesting the original stray form when Rex came in. We denied a copy.
What's a stray form?
It is the form that the person, when they drop off an animal, they fill out. On January 2nd, 2011, you requested a copy. We denied the copy. Our former animal care manager gave you my business card and suggested you contact me. On January 7th, so 5 days later, you contact our humane investigator, the same one, to ask to send another, requesting the Humane Society to send another letter wishing to purchase your dog back. And that's when I believe we spoke, and I authorized a final letter to be sent to the adopter and made it clear that this would be the last time, because I was concerned about harassing the adopter, and this would be the last time that we would be the median between the you and the adopter. Okay? That was on January 7th. The letter was mailed on the same day. Okay? On December, or it wasn't January, it was December, I'm sorry. January 2010, that's correct. So
2011.
Yeah, I'm getting confused here. So December 13th, 2011, we contacted AVID and asked them for the whole breakdown of the ownership and registration and all that. Your dog was registered on October 3rd, 2008, and provided with a phone number with an 808 area code. PP was also listed, but with no last name, just first name, with another 808 phone number. AVID does have a note saying that you did add RP, your friend, RP, as a emergency contact while you were in Africa, and that he was dog sitting. That's just the notes that they have. Okay, and that's the rest of it is all just
history. Okay.
Yeah. So this is and what I do want to say right before we discuss this is that we ran your name through the the city and county database to see if the dog was ever licensed. And the dog, unfortunately, was not licensed. Okay? The city and county considers a dog license the proof of ownership. The microchip is a fallback upon when we have it. Now, by law, that we are only required to hold the dogs for 2 days with no license. That's the law. However, we try to make it a practice with a dog with a microchip to hold it for 9 days. In your particular case, we held the dog for 13 days, and I personally feel we tried to do everything we could to try to reunite the dog back with its rightful owner.
May I say something here, or do I still have to listen?
Sure, no, and I just want to let you know.
Okay, I don't want to. I'm very emotional,
Sure.
so I want to be as clear and as logical as possible. There is some indiscrepancy in what
Sure.
you're telling me, and only I guess in court could be proven because there's some testimony and emails that go back and forth. Okay, there is something
Sure.
that are told different to me than to you.
Right.
I don't know at this point even what exactly happened. Okay, at this moment. Now my situation is I am in Kenya. Thinking and being informed on email, which is very provable, that the dog is retrieved, right, and in home, right?
When was that?
What now?
The dog never came in, Elzbieta. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I was told.
You were lied to.
Well, my question is this. Before I get, I want to be to the point. My question is this. Rex has a microchip, so it's obvious that the owner is responsible and loves his dog, and it's
Absolutely.
not a stray dog, right?
No doubt about that.
And there is special circumstances because she's in Kenya. So it's very hard with the connections over there and everything to phone calls, okay? So I understand that your laws are saying that the dog has to stay for only 10 days.
48 hours.
No, if it's microchip, it's
40,
10 days.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I have a copy of the law.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we need to go into that.
Okay, that's
but
fine.
it's 48 hours.
That's fine. It's
a cat is 9 days.
Okay, whatever they say. I wanted to look at it as a humane way, looking at it from a heart. Because here we are not lawyers, and the data, can be questioned, mine, yours, and everything. Just as a human person.
What would you like the Humane Society to do to help you?
Okay, let me just finish this, okay? And I really want you to help me, okay? Okay, I'll tell you what I want after I finish this. All it would take to Google my name, and my website would pop out the first link to it. And there was always email contact, because I was communicating through emails in Africa, right? And said, Elzbieta, we have your dog. RP is not picking up. With the escalated story here, we don't know what to do. Please tell us what to do. If you have another contact, the dog is still here.
So, Elzbieta, so you feel that it's the Humane Society's, just so I'm clear, you feel that it's the Humane Society's fault for not Googling your name on the internet?
No, I'm just saying, that's how I'm feeling right now. I wish there was a little bit, because this dog, and the picture of Rex was on my website and everything.
Sure.
So maybe you guys are busy, thousands of dogs.
You have no idea. Sure.
Yes.
I totally feel for you in your case. But I think in this particular case, I know your passion for getting your dog back. I really feel that we as an organization did above and beyond to try to reunite Rex with you.
What is above and beyond?
I think we took extensive strides to try, including contacting the
adopter,
which we were not, let me finish, which we were not required to do, to facilitate communications so that you could try to get your dog back. The bottom line is that the person listed as your emergency contact and your ex and the other people involved in your personal life revolving around the care of this dog failed you. I do not believe in this case the Humane Society failed you.
I don't know, unless...
So, Elzbieta, you asked what have we done to go above and beyond? We have I personally have talked to the adopter numerous times. My staff has talked to them. We cannot, and this is where you have to understand, okay? We cannot legally, we do not have the authority, and we've discussed this when we first talked. I don't have the authority to pull a dog once it's adopted. So if you remember correctly, when we first talked, I said, look, I would love to give you the information if you ask for it, but I can't, okay? All you need to do is subpoena the record.
I'm so sorry here, I'm going to interrupt you here. Because you say you don't have authority to pull the dog.
I do not.
But it says, I'm researching in bylaws, and it says 30 days after adoption, the dog can be retrieved from the adopter.
Correct. So that's something that the Humane Society, I actually have the law here, it's something that the Humane Society cannot enforce. And what you need to understand is the Humane Society has a contract with the city and county. We are deputized through the police department to enforce certain laws that are designated in our contract. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is we enforce barking dogs, animal cruelty, and all the ones defined in our contract. We don't have a blanket authority to enforce. Okay? The thing is, the law states within 30 days from the date of the adoption. Okay? Now, your dog was adopted on August 30th. Right? You came to us, the first contact that we had was November 1st.
But my ex showed up
Your
the
ex is
very
not,
next
Elzbieta,
day.
this is what you have to understand.
But there
I'm
was
so
an
sorry.
effort. I'm sorry.
so
I don't
sorry.
want to.
You don't
There
have to-
was effort done because my
Elzbieta.
freaking ex came to retrieve him the next day he
Elzbieta,
was adopted.
Your ex is not the legal
but he had all
owner.
this.
He did not bring that in.
He
did
could
not
have.
want. He did
if
not
you
want.
informed him or something. I mean, he
Elzbieta,
could have.
please try to understand.
No, I
He's
cannot.
not.
I'm sorry. I cannot let go of Rex.
RP told us not to. RP has the same status as your ex, according to the microchip, which is emergency contact. Told us not to release the dog to your ex. That your owner is you.
Okay, just 1 second here. If my ex showed up here to ask for Rex, it's better to adopt to my ex, so I have the chances to get my baby back.
It's your protection.
How do I protect him?
Listen,
if
okay.
a stranger adopted him and I cannot...
Elzbieta, do you understand how many domestic violence cases we have, right? And
You don't
disputes?
have a proof of any of domestic
I'm not
violence.
saying it
you
is.
have
I'm
words
trying-
on it against
Elzbieta.
here.
Okay, we need to discuss one at a time, okay? But hear me out. We have a lot of domestic violent cases that come through. We have a lot of.
I'm sorry. Let me before.
Okay. Well, there's no point
because
in-
right now I'm listening to dates. I'm listening to everything. We're not getting anywhere right now here. I'm asking you this: if you know my exes were showing up,
No.
and people were trying to retrieve. Well, at the beginning, you just stated it, right?
Yep.
They were in contact.
That's correct.
Why don't you please, with the freaking heart, I'm sorry, say, let's ask some foster family. Foster this dog, and this situation is being resolved.
Okay.
Because this woman might show up back, and her heart is going to be broken. Why nobody did that? I know this is so many animals here. I understand that. But there's people who are willing. I fostered children before, legally with everything. And I returned the children back. Because I know that the matter after years, she got straight and everything. And I know if somebody freaking had my dog for a foster, I'll be like, here's your baby back. And that's all I just want.
I totally understand, Elzbieta, and I feel, you gotta believe me, I feel for your situation. It didn't turn out that way, okay? If you want your dog back, the only thing you're gonna need to do is subpoena the records and take the adopter to court and let a judge decide who owns the dog. We don't have the authority to pull the dog. That's what you have to understand. Nor, Elzbieta, do we have the authority to release a dog to someone who does not own the dog,
Okay.
or get consent
Question
to get the dog.
what if this woman doesn't even know how badly I miss Rex?
She does.
How do you know that?
I spent a long time talking to her.
But it's been time. She does not know me.
Elzbieta, I can only give you my word, and if you don't know me, but I can tell you, I have spent a long time.
So she's
on
a
this
cold
case.
person who
No,
said,
she. You want to know the answer?
Yes.
And I'm not speaking for her. I can only tell you exactly what she has communicated with me. She loves the dog. The dog is a part of the family. She takes that dog everywhere, and she cannot see. She honestly feels that it is better for the dog to stay with her. I'm
so she
just telling
doesn't
you.
love him, but she just thinks
She
it's
loves-
better or
She
safer
believes
with
that
her.
the dog is better in a stable home with her.
So she thinks I'm a
Regardless
bad person
No, she does
because
not.
I go to Africa, help
No,
children,
no.
and all this misunderstanding when I'm not blaming
Elzbieta, I'm
anybody.
telling you that I've spent a long time.
I am getting very upset
Okay.
because you are picturing actually her as a woman that,
I'm not.
that
I'm
she
telling
thinks
you.
I'm a horrible person.
I never. No. You're misunderstanding me. I have been trying to help you for a very long time and talk to the adopter and let her know the unfortunate situation that the caregivers that you put in charge of the animal, right, did you wrong. That's the bottom line, Elzbieta. Had you given or left a...
Yes, but I didn't. I did every single thing I could think of on making sure Rex is safe.
The only thing that you...
Thinking it is.
all
So
right.
why would this woman think
She
that
doesn't think
even,
you're bad.
let's say hypothetically, we don't know if my friends did me wrong because it will be proven in court if they have to testify, if they subpoena, right? But even if they did me wrong, this woman How can she judge me?
She's not judging
if
you.
She doesn't know.
She's not
because
judging
you're telling me she doesn't want to give me back the dog
she loves
because
the
she
dog.
thinks I'm a bad person.
I never said that, Elzbieta. Please don't put words in my mouth. I did not say that I said she thinks you're a bad person. What I said was she loves the dog and she wants to provide it a stable home.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's part of her family. I'm not saying she's right or wrong. I'm just
how do I know? Rex is now 9 years old, right?
Yep.
He is allergic to flea bites.
Yep.
So he has to receive every month anti-flea bite treatment.
Sure.
He has to go to vets and everything. And then if she is deployed, she has to be prepared to pay her husband. I'm sorry. She has to be prepared to pay $700 for Rex to fly.
Yeah, you're right.
And all these things, and I don't know. How can I just sit there? I cannot.
You cannot.
I cannot sit there wondering. Rex is on the street, or she dumps him. I don't know this woman. I don't know who she is.
So, Elzbieta, I will say this, and I'm not an attorney. Mm-hmm. It does not cost $3,000 to subpoena the records.
Okay.
I'm sure Ms. Davis can help you subpoena the records. Mm-hmm. It is our policy not to release the records for animal records. Mm-hmm. But however, I can assure you, if you subpoena the records and the courts mandate that we receive the record or hand over the record, we're going to give you a copy of it. Okay, but the part where it's going to cost you a lot of money is, and may not, you may find an attorney to be able to do it, is taking the new owner to court. Okay?
And she's willing to go to court, you're saying to me?
She's already obtained an attorney.
So she knows.
Supposedly, I don't know. I mean,
she knows the situation. So she saw my website, she saw the videos.
She is afraid of her life because of some, and I didn't get into it because it's really not my concern. But she is afraid of her life because she has seen some postings on the internet about people wanting to get the dog back, and if it's at gunpoint, they will. She's terrified, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to get involved in that. I'm here to try to explain best what happened and answer any questions, Elzbieta. And I promise you, and what I'm trying to, please let me finish this because I think it's very important, but we get a lot of domestic violence and divorce cases come through. You would be surprised how many exes come through, sabotage the other half, try to reclaim and steal the dog. Mm-hmm. We take it very seriously on animal ownership. Okay. If you have, and for Nell, right, your dog, if you ever leave the country, go on vacation, or are not going to care for the dog, and you have a caregiver to take the place, I'll give you one big suggestion. Put someone in authority by leaving a letter or a note with your signature saying, I authorize this person
I have it.
Make any decisions.
I have the letter, and I got the copy of it with my driver license and everything. Copy of that to my ex. Okay. So he was authorized.
In this case, Elzbieta, your ex did not want the dog. I don't think you believe me. Your ex did not want the dog.
I'm sorry.
He lied to you and told you the dog's been here twice. It's only been here once.
No, that was actually not her ex.
No, baby, please. I'm so sorry. I'm getting too upset right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I can handle it emotionally. I have not been sleeping.
What would you like the Humane Society to do? That's what I want to get out of this meeting.
They go peacefully, hopefully peacefully, with this woman, get in communication, so she understands my situation, so she can get to know me. If she's afraid, thinking that I am not good for Rex, she can get to know me and have her judgment and consider and give me Rex back.
How about I do this for you, Elzbieta? I will make a phone call to the adopter, and I will tell her your request. Okay? I cannot promise anything. I'm trying to help you. I need to know what you want from us, and all I can do right now is be the medium, but I have to be very careful not to call her all the time. And we've done it twice already with the letters, and I've talked to her a few times already.
But I'm sorry, it seems like you guys are friends because she's calling you and telling you she's afraid. Why doesn't she tell me that? Why does not she come? My website is public.
She's seen.
She could say.
She's seen everything.
She could have. What do you call it? Anonymous ID and posted it. Dog is with me. I want to communicate with you.
Again, I'm trying to help you. So I'm going to contact her, and if you want, what is the best phone number to give her?
My cell phone.
Okay, well, we have a couple numbers that weren't in service, so I want to make sure it's right.
I don't want to say this.
What's the one that's updated on
May I
AVID
write
right
it?
now?
Since
Okay. Do you want us?
May I write the number?
Sure,
so,
absolutely.
so it's not.
Oh, I forgot the camera.
I don't want to. Yes.
So, is there anything else that you want the Humane Society to do? Because I firmly feel that the petition that is on the Facebook is directed to the Humane Society, and I don't know if you understand what the process is.
No, I'm saying help me get my dog.
Okay, so it's
back,
not
please.
against the Humane Society.
It's never. Nothing says there.
Okay.
Not in the article.
Okay, no.
Not in my own comments.
So the petition is for what? To
I'm
raise the
speaking-
money?
No, I'm speaking to get Rex back. Okay.
How?
By any direction that anybody can give us
yes,
for help.
hopefully
Simple as
peacefully, without going to court. Okay.
Sure. I think it's going to have to at this point, and
Okay.
it's against going after the adopters, and because it's really out of our hands. So I think that's the best bet, Elzbieta. Like I said, a year ago, subpoena the records and go through the process, and we'll see. The judge has to decide who owns the dog.
3, 5. Oh, I'm sorry.
Is Nell licensed?
Yes.
Okay, please make sure,
Mhm.
Elzbieta, the license stays current. Okay?
Do you, personally, as a person, do you think there's a chance that this woman, we will resolve this issue peacefully, or do you think it's going to have to go legally, personally?
If you're asking my opinion,
Yes.
I don't think either way is going to help your situation. That's my personal opinion. Not that my wishes or anything, that's my personal opinion. But I assure you, I will talk to her and ask her to give you a call. She may call from a payphone. I mean, the woman is afraid, so she may not call you at all. She may have her attorney call you, but at least I'll try to have bridge some kind of contact. Okay?
All right.
And I thank you again for coming down. And I know there's some discrepancies and whatnot, but I really, 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 truly feel for your situation. It's got to be awful, and I really would urge you to be careful on who you put as, emergency contacts for now. You really have to be able to rely on these people.
But there's just things that are not clear here. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
stating my opinion as well.
Sure.
Things are not clear to me.
Call AVID.
Okay. With the procedures, and just something seems that doesn't add up
Sure.
here. And I appreciate all your efforts to tell me the dates and the initials. There is some things that I could understand how they could be misunderstanding, but some facts simply don't add up.
But you do know that the dog was here for 13 days, right?
Oh,
That
you
you
just
remember.
said
Yeah.
that.
13
You just said that
days.
before it was adopted. And I have a serious problem with the fact that he wasn't put in a foster home where the situation was resolved somehow.
Unfortunately, we don't have enough foster homes to do that in every situation. So.
Well, we do foster in emergency situations, and I oversee the foster care program.
But this
as of
was
this
an
time.
emergency.
If the case had,
We had no idea you were returning. We had none.
There's emails that saying she's in
I don't
Kenya.
have a single email. I was told you were in Kenya. When I asked when you were going to return, RP said, I have no idea. I can't get in touch with her.
and I'm not sure it would even have helped in your situation because our emergency foster care program is usually 2 to 4 weeks max.
Okay, I'm so sorry to say this, but I have a huge problem with this. If the dog was here and you are legally entitled to remove from the adopter, and within 30 days the dog...
We are not. That's what you're missing, Elzbieta.
Okay, then
That law has nothing to do with the Hawaiian Humane
the
Society.
dog to my ex, which was a little bit closer.
Your ex did not want the dog, Elzbieta.
He came. If he came, he wanted something.
He came the day after it was adopted,
But,
when he found out that he was going to be in trouble. That's what the bottom line is.
Trouble? No.
He, according to everything in RP, he participated in having the dog dropped off here. Okay? I went through all this. And then when he found out that everything was going to come full circle, he came the day after the dog was adopted. Even if he had come before the dog was adopted, I would not have adopted it to him. What I would have said is, you have X amount of days to contact Elzbieta one last time. We extended it and extended and extended it. No, your ex did not want the dog.
I'm sorry because I cannot speak for my ex. I cannot speak for my friend either because they're not present. All I have is those emails. That there is a communication going on. Something doesn't add up.
Absolutely.
That's all. I really hope we can resolve this.
Sure.
I really hope.
Is there anything you want other than me trying to get a doctor to call you? Is there anything else you want from the Hawaiian Humane Society?
Yes, please. I want you to talk to her, to kind of, if you can, from as human, that you know, you get to know me by why I was coming here all the time, how desperate I am, what I've been trying to do, how I always thought that the dog was safe. I'm not a criminal, I'm not a dog abuser,
Absolutely.
I'm not any of those things. Okay?
Is there anything else you want me? I'm going to do
Yes.
that. I give you my
Can
word.
Can you somehow help her understand better that I really need to have Rex back? Talk to her heart. From human to human.
I will do my best. And I just want to let you know, Elzbieta, I have been. Okay? But I will do my best.
I understand, but there is like, sometimes we do things, but until we cannot breathe anymore, we speak from heart more.
I'm here for the animals, Elzbieta.
Okay.
Okay? I put in a lot of work and I do everything. We are about people and we're about animals, okay? And the only thing I can do right now is give you my word, okay? But if is there anything else in addition to talking to her that you need?
I honestly don't know at this
Okay.
point because I was actually what I was hoping that somehow whether you contacted her or she contacted you, that maybe you'll be saying, maybe Rex is here. So when I got a call, I was actually excited the first moment. I was like, oh my God, maybe I will see Rex. So I was like, that was my first instinct, like Rex is gonna be there. Okay? And I was crying. And then I just started to figuring out, what if he's not there? And that's when the doubt started. That's when I started to pulling the emails and just preparing myself for anything. I'm just preparing myself. It's not my intentions, but if I have to fight, I'll fight. But I just want this woman from heart, have a heart.
Sure.
So it's all soul. And I can post the reunion picture and tell everybody, oh my God, I don't have to disclose names. I don't have to say anything. This woman has heart. We resolved this issue. We're happy.
Sure.
All this and the community would be happy because there's almost 1,000 people waiting to see today because I'm very open about this, right? Mm-hmm. So the community is like, hope you get Rex back. Let us know, and I will be telling her I don't have him yet because now I feel obligated to the community. I let them know all this, and I want them to tell them, look, Rex is back. We resolved it peacefully. This was a big misunderstanding, and hopefully it never happens again in the future. I will continue to support petition. This is not a petition against human society or anything. This is a petition for a new law to make better that this kind of things never happens again. I will support that. I will do my advocacy, whatever, because this has affected me so personally, and I'm devoted to this right now. But I would be like happy saying we had resolved this peacefully. This is the happy ending. This is the picture. Hallelujah, and that's what I want.
Sure.
She can know that.
I have to get going.
Okay.
But I give you my word again that I will talk to her.
Okay.
And I'll pass on the number for sure. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you for your time.
I do have two quick questions before you go. First
Sure.
off, you said that RP said that he.
Baby, I'm sorry. I know you love me and you want to protect me. We have discussed all the details.
Baby, this is something that wasn't discussed, so please let me ask the question.
Okay.
All right. You said that RP said that not to release the dog to the other person, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that time, you told the other guy that he couldn't pick up the dog because he wasn't the legal guardian.
That's correct.
Did RP provide any proof that he was legal guardian?
AVID did.
AVID did?
AVID.
Okay.
RP
right.
was not the legal guardian. Now that's
Right.
He was the emergency contact.
Right.
Baby, I'm so sorry. I do appreciate you want to help me. I'm sorry. I want to leave this at a good note, hoping that I wanna feel a sense of hope when I go home.
You should talk to AVID
yes.
to get
Okay.
the records, because the X was never ever on the.
We
on the
will be
paper.
going to that. I
Okay.
want to leave at the note where there is another hope that this reunion is possible, okay? I want to leave at this note because this is going to give me hope. If there is battle right now and going to, it's going to be negative, and I don't want to focus on that right now because we're not in court right now, okay, baby?
Okay.
So I do appreciate.
Does a reporter have any questions, or Pam, or?
Liz, did you have any questions, or
No, I think I got all this down.
Okay.
Pam, did you have any questions? Okay.
Yeah, I got more clarification. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
you can call
thank
me
you so
anytime,
much.
anytime.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.